Well, my fellow agents, we are now rolling into day 2 of the Golden Bullet Global event, and as promised, I wanted to continue to bring you different builds I'm using. So in today's video, I'm going to be highlighting a KINGBREAKER build that is an absolute monster. What's up, my YouTube family? Graybeard with the Gaming Brigade, back with another Division 2 build video. And like I said in a build I posted yesterday, the one great thing about Golden Bullet is that pretty much any build you put together is absolutely going to shred NPCs, and today's is no different. Now, if you happen to be new here, feel free to hit that subscribe or join button. If you enjoyed this, you could hit that like button as well. And you know we have giveaways, but I'll save that info until the end of the video. Now, the first thing we're going to do is get into the build breakdown, and after that I'll show you more gameplay footage, as well as pass along a few tips for new and returning players, which should hopefully help you out in regard to, gaining XP, earning those stars, all of that good stuff. Now, starting with the specialization, you can see I'm using Technician, and the main reason I'm using that is because that is going to give me the ability to use the linked laser pointer, which is going to pulse every single enemy I target, which is going to have a huge impact on the talents we have on our weapons as well as our body armor. Now, when it comes to your weapon skill tree, you need to make sure that the rifle is active, because that is going to give you access to the linked laser pointer, and obviously you want to make sure your primary and secondary are active as well. You can see I'm using the KINGBREAKER for my primary. You can farm for this anywhere the assault rifle is the targeted loot. It has the talent Perfect Flatline, which is going to amplify weapon damage by 20% to pulsed enemies, and remember, because we have that linked laser pointer, it is pulsing every single enemy we target. Now, if you do not have this weapon, you really have the option of putting any single type of weapon here you want, an SMG and AR. You can use a Famas, you could use a Carbine 7, a Vector. With the regular talent Flatline, it will absolutely shred NPCs as well. Now, for my secondary, I'm using the ACS-12 with the regular talent Flatline, and as you can see, that is going to amplify weapon damage by 15% to pulsed enemies. And once again, to remind you, make sure you have the linked laser pointer equipped, because if you do not, my friends, it is not going to pulse every single enemy you target, and that is the entire point of using this specialization. Now, moving on to the gear itself, my friends, you can see I'm using the NINJABIKE backpack, 3 striker, 1 Uzina, and 1 Brazos. Now, typically when it comes to a striker build, I would always recommend using the striker backpack, because that does give you a weapon damage bonus increase. But because this is the Golden Bullet event, pretty much everything you do once you have that Golden Bullet active is going to shred enemies, so we're going to mix it up a little bit. Now, most of you know exactly how this works. When you have the NINJABIKE equipped, you are using the talent Resourceful. It slots in with any equipped gear set and or brand set item to fulfill a requirement towards unlocking a gear set bonus. You can also unlock bonuses from multiple sets simultaneously. Making our way to the mask, it is the first of the 3 pieces of strikers we have equipped, but remember, because we have the NINJABIKE, we are getting that 4-piece bonus. You can see 2 pieces 15% weapon handling, 3 pieces 15% rate of fire, and 4 pieces striker's gamble, where weapon hits increase total weapon damage by 0.65%, stacking up to 100 times. And on all of these pieces, I'm trying to stack crit hit chance and crit hit damage everywhere I can. Now, moving on to the body armor, it is the 1 piece of Uzina we have equipped, but again, because we have the NINJABIKE, we are getting that 2-piece brand set bonus. It is 5% total armor and 10% armor on kill. Now, this has the talent Perfect Spotter, which is going to amplify both weapon and skill damage by 20% to all pulsed enemies. And again, because of the linked laser pointer, that is every single enemy you are targeting. Now, if you do not have this body armor, you could use a regular piece of Uzina with the talent Spotter, or you could use a piece of Fenris as well. Next, we have the holster, which is the 1 piece of Brazos. Again, because of the NINJABIKE, we get 2 brand set bonuses, 10% skill haste, and an extra skill tier as well. And the reason I'm a huge fan of this holster is because you're really getting 2 core attributes with this thing, because it always rolls with that bottom attribute, 15% weapon damage. You can see I changed my core to all of that armor, and if you do not have it, you can farm for it anywhere the holster is the targeted loot. Finally, making our way to the knee pads and the gloves, they are the 2 final pieces of the striker's gear set. Again, stacking stacking crit hit chance and crit hit damage everywhere I can, and as we make our way to the skills themselves, I'm using my two favorite in the game. I'm using the Crusader Shield and the Assault Drone because it is a great distraction to NPC and puts out damage as well. And remember, because we have the talent Perfect Spotter, you're also going to be getting that extra 20% skill damage to pulsed enemies, which obviously helps out as well. Now, the best thing about this version of the build is with the Crusader Shield, your shield skill tier increases with both armor and skill core attributes. So you saw that my Assault Drone is at skill tier 3, however you can see here my shield is at skill tier 6, which really can help those of you getting used to a build like this in regard to your survivability. Once you get the timing down of when to pop the shield, you should be good to go. And as always, if you have any questions, comments, or feedback, please let me know. Now, as I start to wrap this video up, and this is something you will hear me mention in every build video I put together during this event, is now is the time to farm like crazy. And the one thing you want to make sure you do if you are trying to earn those stars and gain XP is make sure you hit up those resource convoys now, my friends, because between now and when year 5 season 1 begins, you are getting double XP for each one you hit. It does not matter the difficulty or the amount of directives, which actually leads me to a recommendation I want to pass along for those of you that are on the fence between challenging difficulty and heroic. I strongly recommend drop the difficulty to challenging, add some directives, 2 or 3 of them. You can see I'm on challenging 3 directives right now, and in less than a minute of gameplay I'm going to get about 400,000 XP. So for those of you that have a short amount of time to play, you want to stack the XP and stars fast, this is the way to do it. Most of you know by now that one of my favorite aspects about putting these build videos together is the family that we have here at the channel. So as always, if you have any tips or tricks you want to pass along to new and returning players, please let me know, as the main goal is to help out as many people as we can. Now, as I mentioned at the beginning of this thing, we are currently having a giveaway here at the channel for an Xbox Series S. To enter, all you need to do is subscribe here or follow on Twitter, and the winner will be announced August 1st of this year. On that note, I'm going to leave you with some gameplay footage. I want to thank you all for your incredible support of this channel, and as I said at the beginning of this thing, if you happen to be new here, feel free to hit that subscribe or join button. If you enjoyed this, you could hit that like button as well. But most importantly, take care of yourselves, be kind to each other, and we will talk to you soon. Thanks again, everyone.
Hostiles detected.